I'm going to start to talk about our new resource at the Bear Track Arnett Gold Project located in Idaho in the western U.S. Cautionary notes. We are advancing the Bear Track Arnett project. It's been quite a journey. Started with nothing in the project, and we're at 4 million ounces today. A couple of really key jurisdictional and investment advantages for our project and our company. Number one, the location, top 10 in the world. Number two, we've got infrastructure in a brownfield site. And number three, we've got a very exciting heap leach project coming together with exploration results that are very exciting. Last year's last drill hole intersected 14 grams over 12 meters and another 9 grams over 12 meters, and we are just getting started. This new resource came out yesterday, so you're hearing it early, and the opportunity is in our stock today. 56% increase in our indicated resource, another 19% increase in our inferred resource. As I said, taking us from 3 million ounces to now 4 million ounces in the ground. Importantly, we've also increased the underground mineable grade by 39%. These are big upticks in the value, the quality, and the quantity of the resource. I'm going to skip over some of the numbers here just in the interest of time. Except to say we were evaluating our resource at $1,800 gold. Even if you drop that gold price down to $1,600, it's still essentially the same resource. We've got a very robust resource. We're located in the western U.S. state of Idaho. This is an emerging district with 26 million ounces of undeveloped gold in the state. It makes it a very advantageous place to be as a big operator, as a growing producer. This is the kind of jurisdiction you want to be in. This is our land position, 5,800 hectares of land, about 14,000 acres. You can see most of the mineralization on the right side of the slide shaded in red, but we've also got a satellite deposit in oxides at Haiti on the left side of the page. And what's pictured in that rainbow shading there is a large geophysical anomaly which underpins that deposit open in all directions. The reason why I'm attracted to this project is because I like the idea of producing cash flow in this cycle. And the infrastructure that you see pictured there at the Bear Track site will be redeployed as we build out this first phase of the project, targeting 65 to 75,000 ounces a year for a 7 to 10 year mine life. We've completed the PEA. We're now in the process of doing a PFS, and the project is open in all directions. I've spoken about the infrastructure. It's a huge advantage for us being able to redeploy the ADR facility, the solution ponds. We've got power to site. It's hydropower, 5 to 6 cents a kilowatt hour, so advantageous in terms of cost. And it really is something that's an asset for the company, upwards of $40 to $50 million of savings just in what you see pictured there. Our next steps, we've got a lot of study work underway right now, but I want to talk about the exploration, so I'm going to move to that. This is a cross-section through the satellite deposit at Haiti. It's all in oxides. It's all within 150 meters of surface. And the two red circles you see there pictured are opportunities to expand and infill the resource. We're getting to that drilling this year, and we will work on building out the resource at Haiti. On the main Bear Track property pictured here, you can see the Joss target, an arrow to the Joss target, right in the shadow of the head frame, so to speak, where our leach pads and our ADR facility. This is an underground target. It's one we've been pursuing over the last couple years now, and it's where we're getting high-grade mineralization over extensive widths and extensive strike lengths. The total system is mineralized over 5.6 kilometers. We've hit with every drill hole we've intersected into the Bear Track system. That's a pretty damn good hit rate. Focusing in on that area that I circled earlier, you can see a 2-kilometer trend of drill holes in this isometric view, showing you where the higher grades are in the magenta color, 5 grams and above, and there's lots of it. The places in between the two areas of mineralization that do not show up on the screen are simply undrilled. This is a very detailed slide. I invite you to come to our website for the information behind it all. But essentially what I want to point out here, in the Joss area, which is our focused high-grade underground targeting area, we've got 1 kilometer of strike, 18 drill holes. We've got an average width of mineralization, drilled width of about 41 meters, grading 2.7 grams, within which we've got a high-grade core grading an average of 5 meters with a 7.3 gram per ton grade. Now, I may be stretching this a bit, but it's awfully coincidental to me that our friends at Great Bear, to the north of us, have a similar 7.3 gram grade in their core high grade. We think this project's going to be significantly expanded through drilling as we go. Long section. You can see the grade thickness here, and this is important for the miners to understand where we're getting widths and where we're getting continuity. Again, I invite you to look at this slide in detail on our website, but it points to areas for high-grade mineralization and continuity of that mineralization. Again, more of it, the block model, the magenta color is plus 5 grams. Not all of that is showing up in the resource yet because, of course, we have to do more drilling. And all of that is fully defined yet because we're using open pit block sizes in an underground evaluation. Of course, we can optimize that, and we will do so with more drilling. This is a slide that talks about continuity. It's something that the mining engineers, of course, are very interested in. But I want to skip ahead in the few minutes we have left to talk about the Arnett project aspect of our property position. This is the left branch of the property. You can see the Haiti deposit pictured here. Those valleys have all been extensively placer mined in the past. Our land position goes back to the founding of Idaho in the early 1800s, mid 1800s. This is the mineralization we see there in very leachable oxide rock close to surface. And some of the target areas across that property position. We will start drilling at Joss this year at the end of this month, and then we'll be out into the outlying property areas building on these targets at Haiti, Midlands, Romans Trench, and others. I just want to stop and talk a little bit about deposit model. It's an important project, a part of this aspect of demonstrating potential on the property position. We have an orogenic gold system here. This is not unlike what you see in northern Ontario, in Russia, in parts of South America. These are very deep-seated systems. They have a lot of vertical continuity, and the mineralogy is consistent. And these are the kind of deposits that make great mines. And you can see it here. This is the evolution of our deposit model as we've gone from 2018 through 2020 down to 2022. You can see in a three-dimensional view those red blocks growing. Finding cost of less than $5 an ounce. Here's our capital structure here, about $50 million market cap today, 100 million shares outstanding, lots of equity research coverage, target prices from $1.90 to $2.45 a share, institutional ownership, tightly held stock. This is one that's poised for performance. And our next steps really were focused on building out more of the resource, completing a PFS by the end of this year, and ultimately getting this project back into production. Strong foundation for growth here, brownfield site, lots of drill targets, permitted for future progress, $9 million of cash in the company, strong institutional ownership, and we're trading at $7 an ounce in the ground. It's a compelling opportunity at a compelling point in the market. Thank you very much. Our booth is 505 over here if you want to chat. Appreciate your interest in Revival Gold.